Hey everyone, welcome back. After a pretty rocky start with shipping delays and quality control complaints, VITURE has finally launched their new consumer flagship XR glasses, the VITURE Beast. I've been testing them extensively, and today we're going to answer the big question. Are they actually worth it? We'll go through what they do really well, where they fall short, and whether you should buy them now or wait. Just to be clear, VITURE sent over this unit for review. The links below are affiliate links. But this video is not sponsored, and everything you're about to hear is my genuine experience, good and bad. Before we jump into specs and features, there's one thing I need to talk about, because almost nobody else seems to mention it. And it's something that has bothered me with XR glasses for years. Some people, including me, struggle to see all four corners of the display clearly at the same time. On older XR glasses, parts of the image were always blurry, cut off, or just uncomfortable to focus on. I used to fight this by constantly adjusting nose pads, pushing the glasses closer to my face, tweaking angles, or even shrinking the image size in software. It worked sometimes, but it was never ideal. The VITURE Beast is the first model where that problem basically disappeared for me. And the reason is simple. The 58-degree field of view. That's a massive jump from the roughly 46 to 51 degrees we be shen. And it makes a huge difference in comfort. I can finally see the entire screen at once without fighting the hardware. I think part of this improvement also comes from a redesigned lens setup. Instead of the image feeling recessed or angled inside the lenses, it now feels like it's positioned more naturally in front of your eyes. I'll try to show this properly in the B-roll, but the difference is noticeable almost immediately. Another big upgrade is that features like smooth follow mode and spatial anchor mode are now built directly into the glasses. Smooth follow basically acts like image stabilization for your display to react to every tiny head movement, which makes everything feel calmer and more natural. Spatial anchor lets you pin the screen in virtual space instead of having it glued to your head. Both modes work surprisingly well, and smooth follow in particular does a lot to reduce motion sickness. I actually prefer using it for gaming and typing because it just feels more stable. Display quality is another strong point. The Sony OLED panel gets extremely bright up to 1250 nits and the image looks fantastic. Colors are punchy, contrast is strong, blacks are deep, and overall it's a very pleasing screen to look at. Screen size comparisons with glasses are always tricky because manufacturers love to throw around ridiculous 500-inch numbers. But in real terms, the Beast feels similar to a 27-inch desktop monitor, sitting about 70 centimeters away. Compare it to a 55-inch TV viewed from across the room. The Beast actually feels much larger, easily equivalent to a massive cinema-style screen. Any bigger than this probably wouldn't make sense, because you can't comfortably take in the whole image at once. Now, one thing that may matter a lot, depending on who you are. There is no built-in diopter adjustment anymore. If you're nearsighted, you'll need prescription lens inserts, which VITURE does include support for. That adds another layer of glass, which could introduce reflections or slight blur. But maybe this was a necessary compromise to fix the corner and edge clarity issues from previous models. For me personally, it wasn't a deal breaker, but it's something to be aware of. The Beast also includes a built-in on-screen display menu that's accessed by long pressing a button on the glasses. It's easy to use and very straightforward. Some options like refresh rate settings and language support are still marked as coming soon, but the basics are all there. The built-in 3D mode works fine for side-by-side content. Although let's be honest, native 3D content is still pretty limited. VITURE also offers free software that converts regular 2D content into simulated 3D on PC, Mac, and Android. It's a cool idea, and it can look impressive in short bursts, but in practice, it's very hit or miss. I tried watching movies like Avatar and Stranger Things using this feature, and while some scenes looked great, others completely broke the illusion. Depth sometimes feels wrong. Background elements jump forward, and your brain just gets confused. It's fun as a demo or party trick, but I wouldn't use it for long movie sessions. Gaming is similar artifacts and blur become more noticeable, and you'll need a very powerful GPU to make it worthwhile. And just to be clear, DC's not who we are. This is closer to watching a 3D movie in a theater, not playing Half-Life. Alex, audio is handled by a built-in Harman-Tune speaker system. It's not the loudest, and audiophiles probably won't love it, but for casual use it's totally fine. I played competitive games and had no trouble identifying where sounds were coming from. If your unit sounds distorted, that's not normal, try updating the firmware or sending it back. For travel or public spaces, I'd still recommend using headphones or earbuds. One design choice I don't love is the lack of a magnetic cable. Other VITURE glasses had one, and it was great for safety. Here, you get a standard USB-C connection, which works fine but doesn't protect the glasses if you accidentally yank the cable. As for productivity, I wouldn't personally use XR glasses as my main work setup, but I will say this. I actually wrote part of this script while riding an exercise bike, using the Beast as my display, and it worked way better than I expected. The huge screen and smooth follow mode made it surprisingly usable, and honestly, kind of fun.